couple of quick tech points on the subject of LEX building and publishing. I think the concept of versioning is a bit confusing for some folks, so that's what we're going to show you here. In the LEX bot, this is not a tutorial on configuring LEX, it's a tutorial on versioning LEX. So what we have here is, in this instance, we're using custom slot types. So you may have a situation in which you're using intents and utterances. In this case, we're using intents, but the intents are in the form of a slot. So down here you see your slots. In this application, it's a physician locator service. People call and speak a doctor's name, and we transfer them off to the proper doctor. So to accomplish that, we created a custom slot type that lists the names of doctors and their synonyms. So we just want the last name of the doctor, but people might say the first and last name, and that's a synonym. But like I said, it's not a tutorial on slots. What I want you to understand is every time you modify your slots, down here you're going to see a new version. And you may have an experience in which you go ahead and you build your bot and then test it and find out that the names you added to your slots are not being reflected. And generally the reason for this is you've got some problems with your versions. So here's what you need to do. When you're going to build, you have to associate the version of your slot with the version that you want to publish. So up here under the name, you're going to see a drop-down list with, if you did 30 different builds, you're going to see 30 different versions. However, you're going to want to select the latest, so that this now says latest, and you want to come down here and select latest. Now you can see here we had 30 different builds, but we only have 14 different versions of the slots types. So what we want to do is now publish this and make sure that the latest version of our slots are published alongside of the latest version of the entire bot. Okay, so it's very important that you know what version you're associating with what version. In this case, we're going to associate the latest version of our slots. We made some changes to slots, and that caused a new version. And I could select any previous version. I cannot edit a previous version, but I could run that version again. But we're going to say we want the latest version to be published in our latest version of the entire bot. The second thing you need to do is when you're publishing, typically you will have a production environment and a development environment. And this name is what you're publishing to. So for example, if you want to have another contact flow in your Amazon Connect instance that you're playing with or you're testing or works for a different contact flow, you will publish it to the alias. And then this alias name is used when you select your bot name in the contact flow. You'll see a place where you set the alias, and you want to make sure that you set it to the right alias. So let's summarize. If you make a change in a slot type, it will be versioned here. If you publish it, you may or may not get it published to your current version of the LEX bot. To make sure it is, please select latest here and latest up here, and make sure you know what alias you published to. So I hope you have found that informative, and I thank you for